Okay, so we talking about um, tree traversal in data structure. Like if I have a tree and I have a root node, then in how many ways I can traverse the tree. So generally there are two ways. One is depth first. So from the left node you go to left node, you go to left node till you reaches the leaf node, and then print the node, and then come back, and then you go to the right and print the node, and then come back, and so that if you reach the root, then left node complete it is printed. That is depth first. There is another called breadth first. Breadth first in the sense that if you traverse the root or print the root, then next items which would come into the for the traversing or for printing is the next level. So all the nodes at the next level would get printed. So if root is at level 1 and next level is 2, then level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. So that would get printed. So that is called breadth first. So in a running scenario, what is the current algorithm for this is, I have to maintain a queue. So two scenario come, like what would be the space utilization and what would be the time utilization. So how we are good in space complexity and how we are good in time consumption, how fast we are. So two things come into the picture. So the current algorithm, like we have to maintain a queue, and we push the root node first in the queue. Now we will start traversing the queue, dequeuing the queue. So if I dequeue the queue, I get a root node. What we would do is, we will take out the root node, and whatever its children are. So it is, if it is a kind of binary tree, then two children are there, left and right. So both will get inserted in the queue, left first and right after that, and then we print the root. Next time again we will do the same thing. We will dequeue the queue. So left first, second level left children would come into the picture, and that will dequeue, and its children, that is at layer 3, would come into the queue. So next time again we dequeue, that will be the rightmost children of the root, that would print, and its children will push in the queue. So in this methodology, what we are making sure is that when we dequeue the last element at a level, like root is the one element at that level and it is last element also, then all the children should be in the queue. So if I am at level 2 and when I am dequeuing the last children in the level 2, then I am making sure that all its children in the level 3 are inside the queue. If I am dequeuing the level 3 and I am at last node at the level 3, then I am making sure that all level 4 children are inside the queue. So this is the fundamental behind the BFS, breadth first search, where we actually print all the nodes in a tree level by level. Okay, so what is the problem behind this algorithm is, you have to allocate queue again and again if size is more, because queue generally it would be in a heap, and every time you need to traverse a new tree, and then depending upon the size of tree, if it is more, then you have to deallocate complete memory and allocate again. And size of the queue would be, if it is a highly balanced tree, then typically in binary tree it would be half of it. So if you have 4 GB entry in the tree, then 2 GB into the size of each node would be the queue size. That will be huge, and that is the one problem with it. So queue size is not fixed and it is quite big. Second problem here is that time, because every time you are writing to the queue. So write time generally it is 10 times lesser than read time. The write time takes 10 time more time duration to write into in comparison to we read. So it is very slow. So scenario with queue approach is extra queue you have to maintain, allocate, deallocate if a tree size is changing, and if it is a binary tree then it would be half of the tree size. If it is balanced then queue size we make. If it is not binary tree it is more than that, like each node has 10 children or something like that, then it would be 10 to equal to the tree size. So if tree is of 2 GB or 4 GB, then queue has 4 GB entries, and one entry will have size of the node. If it is int, then typically in 32-bit system it would be 4 byte. So 4 GB means 16 GB byte. So that is, and then you have to allocate again and again if tree grows. So that is quite difficult. So there are scenarios where we can have a breadth first search that is stack based. Stack based in the sense that we will use the function stack only. We call a function, again we call a function. So per function it has a stack area. So that minimal, typically all arguments will come in the stack only. So that stack we'll use and we'll try to make as minimal call as possible. So that is stack based BFS, breadth first search in the tree. So in stack based, in a balance kind of tree, like if I have 32 levels and kind of 4 GB data around, then we will recurse through the tree and each level recursion will be once. So if it has 4 GB data also, maximum recursion would be 32 times. So algorithm here is that from the root we start traversing the tree and we know that we are printing at a level 1. So first time only root would get printed. Then we will call tree again with root with level 1 with level 2. What it would do is from root it will check if it is level 2 known, then it would go to a next level left node and it would check if it is level 2, it would print. It would come back to its parent and then goes to next children, that is right side of the node, and it would check if it is at level 2, that is true. So it would print 2. It would come back and then again it would start for the level 3. So level 1, again level 2, again level 3, level 4, level 5. If it is at level 3, it would start from the root, go to left node and check if it is level 2 and level 3. So it's not there. So it will go to left node again and it will check if it is level 3. If it is level 3 matching, then it would print it, come back to its parent, and then if it then try to with another subnode and it is again at level 3, come back to the root, come back to the parent node, come back to the root, then try with the right node and then you print at level 3. So this way there is no writing, there is no extra queue you need to maintain. You need not write into the queue. You just traverse the tree with level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if you have a 4 GB data also, maximum you need to traverse only 32 times. That is log n. So for 32 GB entry, for 4 GB entry it would be around 32 level you have to traverse. There is no writing, only reading, and 32 times function would recurse, and whatever the argument storage in the stack, that much it would come into the picture. So we will see that how we can do, and we have done it, and that way how much it is fast and how much storage it takes. So it is called a stack based BFS, which is much faster, and it consumes less space. So in a space coordinate, it is highly efficient because there is no separate queue. In time coordinate, it is quick. Quick in the sense that there is no writing time, only reading. Recursion is only up to log n if it is kind of balanced tree. So we'll see that how we can achieve the BFS, that is traditional queue based to stack based. We are talking about breadth first search, stack based BFS, tree traversal. Okay, so a stack based breadth first search tree traversal, we can actually come to this page through meaning.com website also. Here in the research, if we click research and go down, we can click BFS and here stack based BFS we can see. If this is a tree and if you want to print BFS, the typical approach as we described, it is a queue based. You have to maintain queue and you have to place a root node first, and then if it is layer 0, so root node is at layer 0, this is layer 1 and this is layer 2. So root node, we have to dequeue the queue, so that is the root node, and all its children we have to place in the queue. Again dequeue the queue, so we'll dequeue 0 and place all children in the queue. Dequeue the queue, that is 1, 2, 3. If I dequeue 6, I am going to place all these children in the queue. Idea of traditional BFS is when we maintain a queue, when I dequeue the last element in a layer at a particular layer at a particular level, then all its children down, if level is 1, then level 2, all its children should be inside the queue. If I dequeue root, that is level 0, all its children should be inside the queue. If I dequeue 6, that is level 1 end, then all children should be inside the queue. Demerit is queue write operation is happening and queue size is very big. So in this approach we will describe the stack based BFS. In stack based, how it works is this approach. So I have a tree, this is a root node, that is layer 0, layer 1 and this is layer 2, level 2, level 1, level 0. We will start this algorithm and we will say that I want to print all the node at level 0, that is only 1, so we will print A. Now we will traverse the tree again and we will say I want to print all node at level 1. So it will start from the root, which is level 0. So it will go to the next node, which is level 1. So it would print the next node. Come back to root again. It will go to next node, that is level 1 again. This way it would print all the nodes in the level 1. Now we will enter the tree again with a target that I have to print all the nodes at level 2. We will enter at A. We will enter at here A again root. This is level 0. We will go to a children 0, first children, that is level 1. I want level 2. If we will go to another next level, that is level 2. I will print that node. Come back to parent, go to another children, print. Come back to parent, go to another children, print it. So this way we are printing all the nodes at level 3 which are children of 0. Okay, it would come back again at root and go to the next children, which is level 1. I want level 2. It would again print all its children. This way it will come back to 2, print all its children, finally it will come back to 6. And this is level 1. We want target is level 2. All its children will get printed. So this way, no need to maintain any extra queue, and number of traversal. And so next, this is space coordinate. In time coordinate, maximum it is a binary queue, and if it is a balanced kind of queue and 4 GB is the size, then maximum 32 level traversal we need to do. That's it. So if we see the program, in this program, this is the function which will give the BFS. This function calls the actual BFS algorithm multiple times in a while loop, and every time it is changing the target. Initial is 0, and every time it is increasing the target. Level by level it is actually printing, and tree traversal should start at root node, that is 0, that is level 0. Here it enters here with a target, and level is 0. If target is greater than level, then it will go to all its children and then call it recursively. If it reaches the level, target is equal to level, it prints the node, and if it has more children, then return val is true. Okay, finally that return val come into picture and it goes here. This way it would traverse the tree till return val is false, which is by default. This way it would print the tree in BFS. So simple. There is no tree involved. There is no queue involved. It is purely based upon the stack. That stack is provided through the function stack of a function in C. So it would take very less space, that is only arguments, and then it would print the tree. How much are the space and those things, that consumption is calculated, and it can be seen here. How much time it takes. So it is quite fast, and all calculations has been done through GDB also, how much memory it takes and those kind of thing. Full space calculation and time calculation, everything is done, and it is proved that it is much faster with no extra space that is taken. I think it consumes hardly 864 bytes, whereas in example, this Cubase would take 256 MB, and in comparison to 864 bytes that it consumes. And in time fashion also, stack based takes 5.7 seconds for a particular test case, and Cubase takes 43 seconds. So in both scenario, it is quite better. So this is about stack based BFS.